Maybe this world just doesn't have a place for me anymore.
He whispers to himself, maybe this world just doesn't have a place for me anymore. Mathew had done everything right. A degree in business, internships, volunteering, endless job applications. But somehow, life kept saying no. He'd moved to the city with dreams of success, only to find himself sleeping on a thin mattress, juggling overdue bills and wondering if he was slowly disappearing. Every morning, he'd wake to the same silence, no calls, no opportunities, no hope. And every night, the silence grew louder. Even his sister Sarah had stopped calling as much. She had her own struggles, working part-time while studying nursing. But tonight, something in Mathew had finally broken. He sat on the floor, surrounded by rejection emails, staring at the empty walls. "I can't do this anymore," he whispered. His chest ached with exhaustion, not from hard work, but from waiting. He looked at his phone one last time before switching it off. A soft knock from the wind against the window. Thunder rolls. The city outside feels distant. Just as his thumb hovered over the power button, the phone buzzed. An unknown number. For a moment, he thought about ignoring it. But something, maybe desperation, maybe fate, made him answer. "Hello?" There was a pause. Then a gentle voice. "Hi, is this Mathew Miller?" "Yes. Who's this?" "This is Rebecca from Citywood Foundation. You applied months ago for a community coordinator position. Are you still available?" Mathew froze. His mouth went dry. Yes, I am. We reviewed your volunteer experience and your personal essay. It stood out. We'd like to invite you for an interview tomorrow morning." For a moment, Mathew couldn't breathe. His eyes filled with tears. I thought I didn't make it." The woman smiled through the phone, her voice kind. "Sometimes good things just take a little longer to find us." When the call ended, Mathew sat there, phone pressed against his chest, as tears finally spilled down his face. Not of pain this time, but of relief. He looks around the small apartment. Same peeling paint, same cold floor, but suddenly, it doesn't feel like a cage anymore. It feels like the starting line. The next morning, Mathew showed up to the interview wearing his only clean shirt, clutching a borrowed briefcase. He was nervous, trembling even. But when he looked in the mirror before walking in, he whispered, "This is your second chance. Don't waste it." A week later, he got the job. He spent his days helping underprivileged youth. Kids who, like him, had lost their sense of direction. Each one reminded him of the night he almost gave up. And every time his phone rang, he remembered how one unexpected call brought him back to life. One moment, one call, one decision can change your entire life. Never give up before it arrives. If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a little hope today. And if you believe in stories that heal, inspire, and remind us we're never alone, follow I Spire Stories for more.